Didn't have a hope.
Ready? Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Remain standing for a minute, if you would, please. Let us observe a moment of silence for Judy Barrett, Village of Tilton trustee who passed away yesterday. Judy served the citizens of Tilton as a village board trustee since 2008 with integrity and pride. Her knowledge, wit, and constant watch of semis and potholes on Ross Lane will be forever missed. Godspeed, Judy. Amen.
I think I didn't pick my red photo up now.
Did you work that? Did you work that?
Yeah.
That was good. That was good.
Got it?
Ready, Ryan?
Turn the volume off.
You did.
All right. Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Mitchell.
Yes.
Trustee Sheets.
Yes.
Trustee Jacobiac. Trustee Weir.
Yes.
Need a motion to accept the minutes and pay the bills.
So move.
Second.
Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Mitchell.
Yes.
Trustee Sheets.
Yes.
Trustee Jacobiac. Trustee Weir.
Yes.
Richard's not here.
Okay. But
The ambulance service had a total of 48 calls for last month. We had 33 during the day shift, covered 18 of them, dropped 15 of them. We had a total of 15 at night shift. We covered 6 and dropped 9. We went to Oakwood 6 times. Mutual aid requests other than Oakwood was 7. We covered 4, dropped 3. And we had 23 transfers. Other than that, I don't have anything right now, this month.
TJ,
Did the routine trash pickup through town, cleaning, maintenance of buildings, restrooms, maintenance on vehicles and equipment. Still been patching holes throughout the village. We started the Delwood Storm Sewer project, got one leg of that done. Repaired a sinkhole at the corner of Jefferson and Moore. We got the house tore down at 1708 Jefferson. We did a lot of setting up and tearing down for the July events that went real well. We had a little bit of tree cleanup from a storm that we had blow through on July 4th. And we've been going around the town cutting trees and bushes back that are covering some of the village stop signs, speed limits, stuff like that. 6 work orders, 1 after-hour call for the storm, and 36 Julies. I turned in a quote to purchase street signs that are missing, or we never got them for some of the newer roads or damaged ones through the village. It's through Progressive Chemical. The cost per sign is $43.98. It's for 67 new signs, I should say, bringing the total to $2,946.66.
got them all? Got them all? Okay, we need a motion to accept that.
I'll second.
Bob got it. Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Mitchell.
Yes.
Trustee Jacobiac. Trustee Weir.
Yes.
Thank you.
TJ?
Yep, that's all I have.
All right, Phil, you're up.
All right, we had 354 calls for service in the month of June. 12 arrests were made, 19 PNTs in that time, with 62 citations, 27 warnings. And then we also had 11 ordinance violations issued. Also have attached here requesting to start moving forward by purchasing a new video cameras for the squad cars and a new server. This will all integrate into the new body cameras, which we have to have in place by the end of 2024. The cost is around $6,000, just a little over $5,000 for the camera per unit, and then installations attached also at $400. And we also have to buy a server, which has all the software and manages all the evidence and videos that we have to keep. And after the 90 days, if it's not necessary, it automatically kicks it out. And this will all work in conjunction with the body camera system that we want to move to sometime next year. Like to start purchasing.
It'll also eliminate, have to manually download.
Right, it takes away from our manually downloading and monitoring that and getting it out, we're able to give a link to the state's attorney's office and they can start pulling the videos as they need them once they're marked. And it's as simple as once it's set up, we pull into here to do our reports or whatever. It's automatically downloaded to the server every time we're at the station.
And the officer also gets the option of either standard view or panoramic view, so that way there, if someone moves out onto the side of the road, it'll still pick them up.
Which would be prior to us getting body cameras. Then once we get the body cameras, we'll have all the views to choose from on any given incident to utilize. And the hope and plan is to buy the server now and one camera and then approximately 1 or 2 cameras every month until we get them installed over the next 4 to 6
Any
months.
grants out there for any of these?
Problem with the grants is, and then I got to start doing paperwork to the state and maintaining evidence longer. Present that to them every year. And you have to meet so many other requirements. It's really a pain to do so.
Always a pain.
I'll make a motion.
Second, you get a second.
I need a second.
Didn't hear anybody.
Trustee Finley,
Yes.
trustee Mitchell.
Yes.
Trustee Sheets.
Yep.
Trustee Kubiak,
Yes.
trustee Weir.
What system body cameras are you going to?
We will go with the watch guard.
Okay.
That's why I say we wanted to start with this
I think this is.
because it's what the system we chose to do. And that's the body cameras we want to do next year when we start.
One question you might have is the server is expandable.
Yeah. Good.
Good.
That it, Phil?
Yes, that's all I had.
And if you see some of the videos,
Oh.
1 or 2 of our cars, the resolution is terrible. They
Yeah.
need to have something.
Yes.
And also, our dog's going to finish up, hopefully be nationally certified tomorrow. And then we're waiting on a date from the state, of course,
Well, that's fine.
to get him certified through the state. So
On a date too, and still ain't got it.
did they start today? I guess they did finally showed up to start the gun range fence, set the corner posts,
Good,
out and get that
Good.
moving.
good deal.
How come you didn't wear your dog bite suit?
You're next. You're next.
For too long.
Any committee reports? No. Ryan?
Nope.
Billy?
No.
You gotta have one.
What's that?
Committee meeting for the sewer plant job
Oh,
sometime next week.
no, that's fine.
Whatever time Tom said, it didn't make any difference, whatever time you want to set.
Evenings or whatever.
Evenings or whatever.
Make it, and, make it later in the week, because I got a project I gotta work on.
Gonna do Friday?
Yeah, Friday.
Okay. Like about 6 o'clock? 5 o'clock? 6 o'clock? Okay,
In the evening?
yeah.
Who else is on that committee? Scotty's on it?
You gonna be all working? Scott?
6 will be fine.
Okay.
Well, we got a meeting for us, so we can fire the engineer.
Both of them.
Ought to happen.
Not you, Joe.
Not that engineer.
Good as fell out of his seat.
Well, he was talking about Tom and Larry.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking
Yeah.
about. He didn't.
Anybody in the audience have anything? Have at it.
Karen,
Your letter on the power here, what are the rates on it?
The
Do
Ameren,
that.
we don't do
1.6,
that,
Smart
yeah.
Energy?
No, that's not us.
That's not you?
No, no.
Okay. Do you know anything about the solar power that Ameren's sending around?
Oh, yeah, it's expensive.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. We're still signed up for Hopefield, right? It's Ameren.
Hopefield, yeah, and our-
City.
4.6, ain't
It's
it?
4.9.
Yeah.
4.9.
Yes.
And that's
Yeah.
good till January 24, ain't it?
Yep,
Yeah, we did 3 years,
yep.
or 2.5 maybe.
So don't sign up for any other bogus things. So, yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
on the home energy?
We're on Realty.
Really? There's a lot of them out there. I don't know what that one is, but.
Yeah, we went to bid for our rate with a bunch of other communities, and that's how we got
I wrote numbers down. Like a piece of paper,
home-field energy.
pay request.
I got another question. As you guys all know, we
Oh,
have
the
bad
total
rivers
amount.
over here on Fifth Street. Is there any way that anytime the police is called that owner can be
We're notified.
Yes, yes, there is a way. We just,
You think you'll give her a sticker?
yes, yes. Yes.
I think Cass has some.
If you register in all of them and you put them blue stickers in, and the police notify you if there's a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, you had real bad renters. I'm sorry.
We've been working on it now for
3 months.
about 3 months.
Looks about 40 times better, well, actually 100 times better than when the renter was there.
$2,000 more.
It's up for sale now.
Some people don't care.
What's the address?
They didn't.
200 West Fifth, East Fifth,
Oh,
Bill Trosper's old
oh,
house.
yeah. Got him in that.
The one that crackhead lived in front
Oh,
of.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
God, he lives in front of him.
Yes.
He just seems to draw.
Phil could have just sat at my house, and they just fall out the door.
I think we're also in there.
I got them numbers wrote down from Larry. Pay request numbers.
I got the numbers. I just don't have.
You got the
amount.
numbers?
I got the numbers, but I don't have the amount.
Okay, I got them now.
Oh, we didn't.
Perfect phone system.
Hey, you see him?
Well, Ryan's supposed to be starting to work on
Be like
getting
Josh.
this rental stuff back. We're waiting for Wes to finish up. No, it's a constant motion involved.
You can see it, right?
Change.
Three
Three is.
per contract for TJ Rivers, 212, 422, 38.
Quit picking on him. He'll call in sick.
This is
Eight, okay,
Curry 8,
is
294.
Yeah, somebody else did that one last week.
You got lucky on that one too, though.
Yeah, that's pink eye.
50,000.
Them all better than him, man.
Pink eye, pink
Yeah, it is.
That was that side by side pink eye.
Okay, move on.
I'll do Joe first.
Yeah, no, let's do last. It's good. He may want to leave too. Okay. Curry pay requests 8 and 9. And reimburse as when we get paid for it would be number 8 is $294,277.50. Number 9 is $50,287.70. And then Midwest Asphalt payment number 3 is $212,422.38. Just letting you guys know that I've signed them and sent it to the EPA, so,
We need a motion, don't we?
yeah, we need a motion to accept them.
Go move.
Trustee Finley,
Yes.
Mitchell,
Yes.
Trustee Sheets.
Yeah,
Trustee Koviak. Trustee Weir.
waiting on the money though.
Yeah. Yeah, it's- Resolution R 220721 approving a letter of intent between the village of Tilton, Illinois Department of Transportation to transfer right of way of parcel 1 and 2. And this is along Route 1 and the right of ways, for our roads.
Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Mitchell. Trustee Sheets.
Yep.
Trustee Kubiak. Trustee Weir.
Resolution 2022-071A is a resolution letter of intent between the village of Tilton and the Illinois Department of Transportation for transfer right of way parcels 3 and 4.
Make a motion. Second.
Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Mitchell. Trustee Sheets.
Yep.
Trustee Kubiak.
Yes.
Trustee Weir.
Resolution R2022-071B. Resolution authorizing agreement with Paul Yen K9C LLC for existing commercial building expanding project utility tax and tax
Utilizing.
utilizing tax in increment funding.
Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Mitchell.
Yes.
Trustee Sheets.
Yes.
Trustee Kubiak. Trustee Weir.
Yes.
15. I don't remember.
Yes.
There's 15,000.
Yes.
Okay. 15,000 is what it was. We got a quote for the light project. And then we had to have another quote to extend the light because DJ didn't like where one of the poles was. So it was 10,007 boat dock to put a light by the boat dock and electricity for cameras. So it's 22,000 for the street lights, 23,000 for the lights down by the dock, and $10,000 extension to the boat dock.
So move. Lighter up.
Yes, it's terrible. Right
Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Mitchell.
Yes.
Trustee Sheets.
Yes.
Trustee Kubiak.
Yes.
Trustee Weir.
Do we get the power free after paying for all this?
now. Huh? I wish we did.
Solar?
But he's actually hooking the street lights.
Yes.
He's hooking the street lights to the current box that turns on and off with the regular street lights on Hodge Street. So,
No.
Well, they have,
and it's already metered. That service is.
well, they have electricity at the pavilion now.
It's already got like.
It's always been electricity there.
Really?
Stick your.
People used to call and ask. And I
No,
didn't know.
It's been a bit.
All the outlets.
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
There for looks.
Amend the ordinance for dumpster enclosure required to include single family residents.
Where we got them at?
Down
Them around?
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
yeah,
Wait a minute.
because we only had it for businesses.
Yeah. Does it specify the size?
No,
Because you could call my 33 gallon,
No,
33
it's,
gallon dumpster.
commercial dumpster. That,
Mean, well, it's gotta have a truck to pick them
pick
up.
it up, yeah.
Better be careful with that too. So the total.
Can't imagine what the hell anybody'd want one for their house for.
Drive down Delwood.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah, no, no.
That's okay. You need a motion?
Yep.
They'll get it picked up once a month.
Move.
Yeah.
Huh?
They'll get it picked up once a month.
They're having the same problem too. They're not enclosing. There's garbage all over the place and
I think it'd be an opportunity for everybody to be dumping something in it.
Mhm.
That's what I'd be afraid of.
yeah, that's a good idea.
And there's the address, Virgil.
We don't have to worry about that. We got the restaurant. I watch them every morning on the bicycle.
Yeah.
Putting garbage in.
Got better deal than that though.
Yeah.
The one that was at the
Yes.
station that had more people, other people's trash in than did ours.
Yep.
Good for you.
I know.
So we got a motion on the board. You get roll call.
I got a motion. I need a second.
Second.
Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Mitchell.
Yes.
Trustee Sheets.
Yes.
Trustee Kubiak.
Yes.
Trustee Weir.
Yes.
Amend ordinance, property maintenance code regarding weeds, grass, vehicles and trash. So that's been enforced by the police department instead of the building.
Trailers and trash.
And trailers and trash. Oh, yeah, I forgot.
So move.
Motor homes and trash.
Does
Yeah.
that take care of the under construction work? Correct.
You mean like that it's super,
If it's under construction, then they have a variance that they don't have to abide by the 6th
Right.
because they're working on the house
Right.
construction site.
Right.
Does that eliminate that?
Yes,
Yeah.
takes it out of maintenance code enforcement and make police officer enforcement.
Puts it back to our old ones that.
Yes.
Well, the worst part about that whole deal is I don't know what grass has to do with building or,
Right, right.
Trustee Finley, trustee Mitchell, trustee Sheets,
Yes,
trustee Kubiak,
Yes.
trustee Weir.
they hear about that, they'll be out there nailing something on
no,
the.
you heard about that? No, they had a problem with it at the night.
Yeah, like, that's what Frankie Wright was yelling about.
I'll be down. Oh, is that what he?
Yeah, tried to say it was under maintenance.
But it technically wasn't it wasn't approved yet.
Yeah,
Need a motion to pay, Elm Department of Labor, $1,295.22 and $6,471.11 for Evans Fund for bill, or not paid Brown Wage Act.
Because we didn't
We didn't
specify
advertise it.
as
that.
prevailing wage.
we didn't tell the contractor.
Nope.
That was our penalty.
Yeah, that
Our
was our
penalty
penalty,
was the
1,200.
12. Evans is the 64.
theirs is just paying back their employees so that they
Yeah.
got paid
Yeah.
prevailing wage. So it would have been that much anyway.
Yeah,
We learned a valuable lesson. there.
we learned a lot of valuable lessons.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't move if you gotta pay them, I
I
guess.
got US too. Trustee Finley,
Yes.
trustee Mitchell,
Yeah.
trustee Kubiak,
Yeah.
trustee Weir.
Yeah.
The new EMS station. Only got a site plan drawn up by Joe. Do you think we need to send it to an architect?
I
or
don't think so. I
Do we
think if
let
they
them
just-
get a price of a motor home with a basement or?
I think we said, last meeting, I thought we brought up, Joe would draw up the.
Site
plan,
work.
But we would turn it over to an architect.
Well,
You got our
what he
plan, Joe?
did was he just did the site plan.
Right,
He didn't do anything about the building,
right.
No, I'm saying,
just to send it off to,
I thought last month we said.
You got it.
Yeah.
Send it to an
You
architect.
got access to an architect, Joe?
I have spoke with Allied Design. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, and explain to them, they kind of do a design build with Morton Buildings. I've also got a phone call in with FBI Buildings. Now, I didn't really chase them down because I wanted to see how the board wanted to handle this. These are design build contractors, and normally they do kind of wood frame buildings. And so what my thoughts sort of were when I sent the report in to Butch and the mayor, I made kind of the drawing that Butch did at the same scale of the plan. And I thought maybe we could look at the utilities, if they need, where we would put this on the site, and kind of have it and refine your drawing. And then, well, we would look at probably getting with either one of those contractors or an independent architect. Most of those that I've called are busy or not available. But the ones that work with the design build contractors are, one of the first things they usually do is kind of send out a salesperson with this that refines some of your specifications and then talks to you more about your budgets and what you can do here with your budgets based on this. So my next suggestion would be maybe a meeting, or if somehow we can kind of take these two drawings and pin down about where we think ideally it would go on the site, and then pursue those contractors for options for the design build architecture refining of the building. And then, well, we would refine the site plan for the parking spaces and the accessibility and the drainage, along with the utilities and things on site. And those are my recommendations after sending that in. Does anybody have any questions for me about that?
Is there gonna be a breezeway or something between these buildings?
well, yes, and that's what Joe had talked to me about. He feels that the building, the addition should be on the east side. Dave and I, right, and because of something with the parking and other things, and Dave and I felt it needed to be on the south side. The thing is that there's already access on the south side of the existing building that we would put a breezeway to. if we put it on the east side, we would have to cut another hole in the building. That building has enough holes in it. And that building
Yeah,
was built in what, 1974, 75?
All that alley leans toward that building,
Yeah.
so
So
it needs to
So
go.
you're back to the south side?
my personal opinion, yes.
That's the only way you're gonna be able to hook it up.
And we're not really losing that much parking, Joe, because we don't have 20 or 30 cars that come down there and park at one time anyway.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to the south side of the building. I was just the utilities and making sure that we don't have any clearance issues between that civil defense siren and where the building would be located. As long as that's not an issue, then
I don't believe that's going to be an issue.
We can make it wider than there if we have to.
Yeah.
We can make it wider and beside making longer, Joe.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? We can go out wider instead of, if it's too long to be fit in there with that siren.
Yeah.
I don't think it's much,
We want it wider anyway.
didn't think it was much longer than what the original building is now. And that siren sets about 4 feet to
Oh,
the
yeah.
east of the building. So it wouldn't go past the building to where it would get into.
We can go past the current building then.
Turn the building around where you can go this way,
Or you can turn around and go the other way where.
north and south of the building,
Yeah,
like you're building the other building anyway.
Yeah.
And the only reason that we drew it the way that we did was because of the utilities where they're at now and where like our utilities would be in this place where we have the bathroom situated in the kitchen wouldn't be far off from where the utilities come into the building, the existing building now. They would just be able to have the utilities at the same place rather than on opposite sides of the buildings. But that's up for further discussion with, with
This
everybody.
FBI and this other outfit, they pretty competitive, Joe?
Well, I think they offer a lot of the same services, I believe. There may be some differences in the type of materials that they use or how they'll do their foundations and what architectural groups that they use. The Allied Design, I spoke directly with the architect first on that because I worked with him on another project that was quite successful, the Bismarck Fire Station.
We'll have to put it out to bid anyway, I suppose.
Yeah, and some of the design build processes, the procurement can be done in a different fashion than bidding. But yeah, there is a process for that.
So what would the next step be then at this point?
Get that.
Yeah, I just want to, probably get this to these somebody who has an architect on staff. If this is where we want this roughly, then we want to refine where that would be on the site, making sure that that clearance between that warning siren and those utilities where your breezeway would be. And then from there, just fashioning, they would detail the building and then we would fashion the site to make sure that it meets with the building and, future planning for those other lots and things. Now, over on that side, there is the big concrete pad. It's up higher than the building. So we'll need to look at the drainage to make sure the water gets around that site there. There's another concrete pad where there used to be another facility farther to the south.
That was Public Works building originally.
Yeah, some of that might need to be taken out. We'll have to look at it just because of the drainage to get it around the building and have mobile grades and things. It is higher than that finished floor of the existing building. Because I
think you turn it this way.
We're still putting a basement in, right?
I want to.
Did you want to put 4 partial?
At least half.
Storage and all that, like I said, bid you guys emergency service, if we have a tornado, I don't need you guys sitting in there getting blown away.
Yeah.
And I would rather have the hot water heater in the
Basement,
underneath it than in the attic, like it used to be.
Well, I thought we discussed that the last time, about having a basement underneath it, Joe, is that all I plan?
Yeah, and if we're considering a basement, one of the things that I would really suggest would be investing in some soil borings. The nice thing about the soil borings is they get a better idea what the stability of the soil's in, but then after they do the soil borings, if we tell them correctly, they'll look for a few days afterwards and see if there's groundwater there. Because sometimes then you have to think about sump pumps and some other things, and soil borings are a good way to determine whether groundwater fills up the hole quickly or not on those. And so if we're considering a basement, I would recommend getting some soil borings, probably 25, 30 feet deep, where you're near your location of where you're proposing the building to be.
Good then.
Who does that, Joe?
Yeah, MES over out of Champaign is who I used last time I spoke with Dan Tappendorf, the engineer over there, and he does a nice little report. I can call and get estimates if you'd like.
Better get it done.
Yeah, we just need to get it
Okay.
done.
Let you leave that up to you guys. If you want some storage down there, plus.
Yeah, that's fine. I had the same day, when Dave and I talked, we both had the same concerns, was basements usually fill up with water. And,
But they can prevent.
but that's probably one of the driest places around in that
Well,
neighborhood.
But when they build a foundation, if they seal the foundation and different things like that.
True.
I don't know how they
True.
install the foundation.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't want to be your cheap ass, but I don't want to be expensive either, whatever we can afford. I'm for that.
You're gonna pretty much want a backup system anyway with some pumps anyway, no matter what.
Yeah,
No matter
absolutely.
what.
I mean, even crawl spaces got some pumps in
Yeah.
it.
No matter what.
Mine ain't.
Yours? Hold on.
It's just
So dry. 55 years.
All right, Joe, if you can, if the board approves to get some soil borings, and we'll approve it. We need a
Okay.
motion to get, Joe, get soil borings.
Second.
Who first?
And then it's not really that expensive.
Trustee Finley?
$40,000.
Trustee Mitchell? Trustee Koviac? Trustee Weir?
No, because you can ask the neighbors, they have basements, because they have water problems.
Huh?
You can ask neighbors if they got water problems, they have basements.
Yeah. Things vary, though.
I don't know where the dry basement.
I don't know how big,
Yeah, it's not a dry
I
basement.
don't know how big a basement we're putting in, but I don't think we need a 35-foot well hole.
No, we don't need 35 deep.
Oh, no.
No.
He just said soil borings.
Yeah, but he said 35 foot deep. We don't need to go 35 foot deep.
That's just.
We're liable to strike oil.
Sell it. That's a 3-story basement.
Nope, because the ones in Tilton exclude them,
Right, yeah, material.
the
Yeah.
minerals underlying
Yeah.
said soil.
Yeah,
How deep do you
I'll
think they
plan-
need to go, Joe? 10 foot?
Well, yeah, normally they go like 15, 25, 30 feet and down deeper, but what I'll do is I'll ask the geotechnical engineer when I speak with them, if it's still Dan or whoever's over there now, explain to him the situation and tell him we want to keep it to a minimum is what I'll tell him. So it might be 20 feet. It might be,
7 foot deep basement.
Well, I figured what, 8 foot for a
Yeah.
basement?
I figure 8 foot deep for a basement, Joe.
So you're probably at 10 foot when you clear the floor and all that.
yeah, for an 8-foot basement, they may want to go 12 or 15. I mean, they want to, because below that,
They're
they'll,
going to go where they can make the most money off of it.
Yeah.
They're not gonna never for you to tell them how to do it.
yeah, well, below the basement, there'll be some footings of several feet probably. So 8 feet
Okay.
plus a few feet, I'm gonna say 12, 15 feet should be
you
sufficient
go.
probably.
There you go, I agree.
Yeah, I'm just saying though, if you leave it up to them, they're gonna go for the money. So.
They're gonna go for bridge piers.
Yeah.
50 foot.
Hey,
How much you suppose it cost, Joe?
Can he go ahead and put
How much
it
you
to
suppose it would
FBI
cost?
in Morton to get a,
I don't know what the prices are. I haven't done this in a few years, but last time I did, they were deeper than this, and it was, I think we got them done for $3,000. Now, they have to mobilize equipment and things. I'm not sure how busy they are, and with the fuel prices and things, they do have some transportation from Champaign. So I think several $1,000s we can get it done, but I haven't spoke with them about this. So,
Okay.
Google says $800 to $1,500 for 15 feet deep.
Okay. Cool.
I say we take it back over there, dig down 8 foot, see the water fit in the hole. I can take a hell of a big over right?
well, in addition to when they do the soil borings, they also do bearing capacities on the soil stability, and they kind of do it.
This
Yeah,
is basically going to be a garage with a basement. How many people right now have soil borings and all that stuff to build a house?
No.
well, they should when they design the subdivision. Yeah, they should get them when they do the subdivision.
We don't
design.
have bedrock, we're sitting on coal. So you go deep enough, you're gonna find a coal shaft, and then later on, you're gonna find water from the coal mine. That, I mean, If they want to do it, that's fine, but nobody around here, when they build a house, has someone come in and do core samples. Especially for $8,000, that takes away from the cost that you're putting into the building. But they already voted on it, so it don't matter. Just make sure you tell them, give them a depth and don't let them tell you
No,
what to do.
Billy, just tell them no more than 15 foot, maximum 15 foot. 4 of them. And they might be over here doing the sewer plant job anyway. Might get a break.
That's what we plugged in over there.
Okay. You got any other reports, Joe, while we got you?
Yes, I sure do. That was the last time you asked me to take a look at that concrete plant. They were considering moving that over there to that Southgate East subdivision. And so I sent in this report. Did you have a chance to look at that, Mayor?
Yeah, they're not moving over there now.
Yeah, the only other site that I kind of mentioned to him to look at might be that deactivated sewer treatment plant over there on Songer Cemetery Road, though I don't know if they can get permits for it, but
He's never come back yet. I've told him to look at it, but he's never come back to us yet.
okay.
So,
All right, well, I did meet with him. I've seen the plant. I've talked to the engineers that manufactured the plant. They have CAD drawings available for a site and things. And there's some permits with the state and the federal government, but I did submit that report. It has some pictures of the plant and things in there.
okay, good.
Yeah, and along with the MS4, one of the things I kind of noticed when the concrete was in my neighborhood, a lot of times they wash the chute out. They'll dig a little pit next to the driveways and things to wash the chute of the truck out, which does a nice job of containing it. But up in the curb, there's storm sewer inlets. So the guys with their tools and their trowels, they're up there with the hose, and they kind of do that right in the curb and things. So getting everybody educated to make sure that, they understand that we don't want that in the curb and in the inlet either. It'd be best to probably get that in the containment pit too.
Yeah.
And that would be one thing with those concrete operations that I think could be an improvement if they would make sure their washout buckets and their tools, when they clean that up, doesn't end up in the storm sewer. And so that's in the pit properly. And so we did do some surveying over at the Public Works facility as part of the MS4. We said we were going to do that this year. We did make 750 observation measurements over around that site and back to the west. And I'm going to do the CAD work on that, but we've got a little bit of opening up some manholes over there. I'm going to do the CAD work would be the next thing. Hopefully I'll be coming to you with that map here sometime next. That's the next thing on my agenda. I did get the sewer treatment plant PDF drawings for the plans from the group that put together the plans on that, along with your contract A for your other sewer projects. So my intention then is to take the survey of the Public Works facility, then also these treatment plant documents, and the I-74 and these other areas where we've done surveys and we've detailed out where the storm sewers are. And then those maps that the maintenance crews will update those and get those back, another newer copy in the Vector truck, in the sweeper, and in the TV truck with those updates on them as they're improved. And so I will be continuing on with the inspections of the drainage facilities after it rains in the field, the discharges along Vermilion River and Grape Creek. We'll be doing those in the near future. Also, I'm still trying to get a hold of those load tickets and the receipts from the landfill from the senior cleanup and the pickup at the park, so I can finish that report. If I can get a copy of those, I'll pick them up or make a copy and bring them back to you, or if they can scan them and email them, whatever most convenient.
Load tickets from the cleanup for the senior day.
Oh, yeah,
I think
okay,
they're in the build right now.
yeah.
Yeah. We'll send them to you,
I'll
Joe.
scan them.
Okay. All right. Thank you for allowing me to do this. Now, on another note is on August 6th, and I know some of you trustees have worked on this, so I'm not trying to take your spot. So I'm going to try to double up the advertisement. But I'm going to be sitting in with the Rolling River Band. We're playing August 6th from 12 until 4. Really looking forward to that new stage. And since I did the topography over there at the park, my plan is some of the guys in the band are they're about double my age almost, and they, getting up and I'm going to help them get the equipment. I'm gonna,
Hey,
yeah,
Joe.
I'm playing, yeah.
And do you guys get any music played or do you talk the whole time?
No, we play music. We play music. I'm gonna help them get their equipment up on that stage, and so I'm gonna bring my optical level and shoot the elevation of the stage and see if these guys have any real good ideas on how we can, ramp that up there and get equipment. They'll have a truck and a trailer, and I can kind of observe how they move around and how the public moves around. So come and help us out, support us if you can, guys. We're looking forward to playing your park and your stage down there. So
12 to 4, right?
yeah, 12 to 4, August 6th, the Rolling River Band. Yeah.
I'm not gonna go nowhere. I just go down the front porch.
Joe will be closing 8th Street for that.
12 to 4.
Excuse me?
It will be closing 8th Street for that, so you'll be able to pull right in next.
You said you'd be closing 8th Street? Is that what you said?
Yeah, for the
So you'll
event,
be able to
yes.
pull right
Yeah,
in
you
next.
pull right into it.
We're doing it
I
just
see.
for you, Joe. We're gonna close down the whole road just for you.
I'll be making observations on how people move around, so then maybe we can help discuss how to make some improvements at the park. But I definitely know I'm going to have to carry a lot of the equipment up on the stage for these guys. So,
You have to build a ramp for them guys?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you're on vacation.
Hey, that's what I called Rolling River. No, you know about getting older, bro.
Yeah.
They're twice Joe's age, they probably all got walkers.
I was thinking wheelchair.
I think it's about 98.
Well, I'm gonna try to get the elevation of it and see if we can make some improvements. If there's any good ideas out of these guys, I know they've seen a lot of stages.
Yeah, you gotta know how far you can fall before you break a hip.
Had a complaint about vendors, food trucks on lots, so I didn't know if you guys want to do something with them or leave it as is. Having trouble parking, Ryan Quick's complaining about they're parking on Family Dollar lot, but he can't get in his parking lot.
Flowers and stuff is all.
Yeah,
Those are pretty.
so
What is they can't get into his parking lot
supposedly, and
'cause
he's
doesn't
sitting
know.
on, they're on Family Dollar lot.
I think he's just mad because they're not buying food.
There you
I think we
go.
just move on.
They had permission from Family Dollar.
Yeah, I know.
So.
I know. They can do it all.
That's their business to start with, it ain't ours.
That lot plenty big enough for him.
That's a good move from families there.
Family Dollar can say, hey, you can't park.
And they might go into cars. Oh.
They park on that
I'm
only
sure-
parking lot's on.
I'm sure some of them
Layton
people
or
are
on,
gaming
16th,
anyway.
Right?
Yeah,
Okay, so then tell him if he has a problem, he can post signs up on 16th Street where his parking lot
that's
is.
it.
That's what I told him. I said,
It's not like it happens every day of the week anyway.
No,
Oh, we did probably get real bad now because Langley.
so as long as you guys don't want to do anything, I don't care.
Hey, that's right. That's right. You might want that.
I've been doing it.
So they sent a letter or what?
Yeah, well, he sent an email.
Well, email back and say that it's private property. We can't control what they do.
There you
We'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah, family.
That would be a different story.
Oh, because he's making millions off his gambling machines? Gotcha. So
Well,
we
he
can,
is.
he's worried
go.
about Philly sales tax, but he makes millions off his machine.
Every time I've ever.
We don't make nothing on food anyway.
You don't make much,
Spike come in town.
and you can't charge it, eat in when you're standing in a parking lot
You
eating.
can't, I mean, you can't, we don't make nothing on food.
No, I know it, I know it.
Okay,
I really run
I think,
it.
So I
okay.
think we should organize a food truck frenzy with Family Dollar.
Tell you what, we have Bob lined up the golf carts over there and everybody take the golf cart. Staging area for the golf carts.
Make sure you get the flowers.
There we go, problem solved.
Ryan, you got anything else? Besides advertising,
I'll let Mike speak.
forget, okay,
can speak.
Mike?
You got the cemetery CD?
No, yeah,
The September 9th and 10th, the event for photos that fits the fire EMS. Friday night, I didn't check with Joe and his band, but Logan Kirby's available, so we're going to use him to play from 7 to 10. Car show on Friday. And then we'll have raffles and stuff like that going on. As far as Saturday, we'll have a, read the list here. 5K is still going on. We've got a senior breakfast that starts at 8 o'clock. Felt like we kind of left the seniors out of the 5K, so we've come up with a senior stroll at 7:30. A little walk around the park.
Well, it depends on what you consider a senior. I mean,
Well, I mean, come on. So we did that. Flea market opens at 9 o'clock, so it allows the seniors as well that are there to go out and enjoy the flea market. It'll be on the pavement this year instead of out in the grass. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You gotta give the man a cheat sheet in his place.
His event, he's got
Oh, I forgot the DJ on Friday too, Scotty Scribble.
Got his scribbles.
You before the band or what? Kirby's Friday?
Yeah.
When's the DJ?
Well, he's in between.
We don't play until 7, so Sky's on stage till 6:30.
Basically, it means there's gonna be music all
Scotty
day.
is.
Huh?
Usually Scotty scribbles.
We got, raffles and stuff, of course. Yeah, instead of, food trucks this year, we don't have a problem. We're gonna do a concession.
Make sure it's okay with Toyota.
It is okay. Already got that good. But, we figured some of the donation stuff might be a little less this year than normal, so we decided to go ahead and do a concession to capture that dollar towards, the programs, then let it go with the food trucks. So, with that being said, Toyota's 20-year anniversary, they are having a VIP Toyota customer deal. They're going to purchase or have meal tickets that will be available to redeem at the concession stand, but we'll put money towards that too.
That's good.
We'll do a little bit of Papa's Ice Cream, which is a local vendor that's been around for the customer as well. We'll be there for ice cream, and then we'll offer free ice cream for kids 12 and under from, I think it's 3 to 4. Kids Zone, there's we reached out, we've got the Grace Community Church, still waiting to see what part they're doing. I know they've done some kids carnivals and stuff like that. United Church of Tilton has just contacted us as well. So we'll have stuff going on there. Fire EMS, of course, will do some sort of a demo or something of that nature, whenever they come up with that. Airlight, again, with the helicopter, they hit last year. Roughly about the 3 o'clock, 3:30 range. We have a magician. Do a little show there and a stage show at 4. I don't know if he's going to make anybody disappear, but
I've seen him.
You're a magician if you can.
we've got a kids cruise. We did that last year, Power Wheels and bikes and stuff like that. We were just kind of hoping to get maybe 10 or 15, and we had like 45.
Big deal, isn't it?
So it was kind of really cool to see all the kids out there and the parents kind of do their thing. So we're going to do that again.
Back behind.
We've been planning this for a while too. We was gonna pull the trigger last year, but didn't have enough time by the time we thought about it. It was the Mr. and Miss Tilton. It's something I think Butch started way back when, maybe, if that's right.
Wow, that started, well, actually, it started way back when we were like little kids.
Yeah,
And then-
so kind of brought that back. And Nancy's starting that up and heading that,
Good.
so we'll get that back going again. And then golf cart scavenger hunt. Try to do kind of play off of the golf carts. We have a good rapport with everybody there. Bob's got a group as well. Try to do a little twist on it, do a scavenger hunt, and it's not necessarily picking things up, but maybe spelling something or something of that nature. Visiting some of the sponsors, filling the works with potentially, we have an IT person that can handle, that's way above my head, but if you, for example, go to the ambulance barn, and you shoot a 15-second PSA, public service announcement, that will introduce what you're doing. And say, hey, I'm out here on the golf cart scavenger hunt, blah, 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 blah. Another stop would be the fire station. That one, you would say, maybe you shoot another video, for example, and you would say, thank you, first responders, type thing. We're working on setting up a text to this number. So once you shoot that video, you shoot it over to the text, and it will come over to the computer, go live on a projector that will go on the blow-up screen, and then show that once they get back. So kind of something different. There's a couple, few other stops out there that maybe try to get a pick or something. Then we can use that in the future for advertising or just any type of maybe event that we want to get involved with. Of course, DJ would be there as well, wrapping up roughly in that 8-9 range. So I think that's kind of something different. By a couple, few other stops on there. Try to get
I'm not sure the speaker.
We got a never-ending Joe on this.
Of course, DJ. So yeah, so a little something to do it this year with some of it, with the car show being on Friday night. We've always battled stuff on Saturday, getting people there. There's nothing going on Friday night. We've already reached out to 3 different car clubs with about 100 cars apiece, from Champaign, Paris, and Danville. So it very well could take off, be overwhelming, or maybe 100 cars.
Ain't it ironic though, you're having a car show at a car lot?
I will say that, obviously it takes a ton of people to put this on, including employees. of the
Oh, sorry.
Police department, all the departments, so much appreciated. Our goal here is to hit over that 10 grand mark.
We appreciate you guys doing what you do.
Just to remind everybody, last year we raised $7,673. That was $3,836.50 split both ways to the fire and ambulance service. So, like Mike said, trying to hit the 10,000, we get 5,000 each way.
There you go.
Cool.
Cool. I'm waiting to see Vermillion Chevy pull down there with all their cars at the car show.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. Appreciate everything you do for the village of Tilton. Ryan, that it? You got anything else? Yeah, you have a meeting with Marcus Chinworth.
Yeah.
Whenever.
That Scotty and I can
Whenever you want to set
figure
it.
that out. And
Yeah, okay.
Marcus Chenoweth is, he's got contacts to a lot of bands that necessarily don't care about the money aspect of it, where they'll play like on tips. So maybe we come up with a guaranteed amount of money that, the village or maybe a local business would put up to secure them, and then they accept tips from the audience members.
Yeah.
And he's talking like bluegrass bands for maybe on a Sunday afternoon after church is over and they're getting done at Lapidas
Blue Earth, Blue Gospel will be nice.
type of thing.
Yep.
As far as going to is having a night at the ballpark or at the Thomas
Stage.
Park with a band or, so he's got several contacts, and probably not a whole lot we can do this year because we're already into July, but definitely figure out fundings and maybe get a ballpark monthly and get a hold of these local businesses that will put money back into the town that can secure
Yeah.
it. Kind of have a packet type thing where we got these bands and we need these dates filled and who wants to sponsor them type thing.
Yep.
So we need to
He just wanted to talk to you guys about it because he's got good ideas.
figure we hear him out and see what he has, and
Yep.
we can put our own twist on it if we need to, and kind of go from there. Maybe he can be, go as far as being the liaison with these bands to try to get us.
Well, hit him up, see if he'll do free.
These costing me a lot.
But no, that's.
Virgil, you got anything?
Yeah, I'm interested in that number 11.
He hasn't got there yet.
Well, he's going about the CD.
Oh, that's number
I'll let him.
20.
On ours,
20
it's
on
20.
mine.
20 on
Well,
mine.
he hasn't got there yet.
I ain't got there yet. Okay.
That's all I got.
Okay.
I don't maybe
We need a motion to transfer cemetery CD. Going to,
Well, we don't know yet.
okay.
We're working it out, but we know that we can get a higher rate through Iroquois Federal. So what we're gonna do on August 1st is go to the bank.
2.75 up to
Yes.
3.7.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is go to Catlin Bank on August 1st and just transfer the money into the cemetery account until we figure the CD thing out, and then we'll get the CD with that money.
Okay.
You gotta go to bigger banks.
Right.
Yeah, because they're only offering 0.25.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
I
Yeah.
need a motion on
I'll make it.
that.
I'll second it. I thought I made it. But it
Trustee Finley,
Moved.
we're,
Oh, okay.
Moving
The-
cemetery CDs.
we'll cash the CD on August 1st, put the money in the cemetery account, and then
Okay, yes.
trustee Mitchell, trustee Sheets,
Yes,
trustee Kubiak,
Yes.
we've
trustee
never
Witt.
touched that since we got thrown in the
Heck,
cemetery.
no.
Never touched any of it.
We
Nope.
still have the same amount in it,
Yeah. and how many years have we had it and it's still got the same amount in it?
33,461.56.
You ain't gonna get much for
I
0.25.
know.
No, we get about $12 a month.
They're using it.
Bob, Billy, Scott?
Well, Joe touched on the concert, and we're also having a flea market that day from 10 to 4. And then you can still watch Joe and his band. Also with the July events, I want to thank all the
Yes.
people that helped, Phil, TJ, Butch, everybody that come out. Yeah, he's promoting again, but everybody in the village.
Everybody go look. No, you guys go look.
Yeah. For the cancer night, we were able to donate $2,500 to the cancer center. So that helped with their inspiration garden.
Good.
Their inspiration garden is a big glass room that when you're having your treatments, you can sit out there and watch your squirrels, your deer, and that helps pay for the food and upkeep, so.
Good.
The storm come in and knocked us out about 8:30, so we wanted to go longer, but it is what it
That
is.
picture,
We'll do it again next year.
pictures on Facebook. You can't disown
To
that.
hit on August 6th, we're gonna also for the September event, we're gonna be
About 3 years ago.
on site there,
Is that right?
marketing that event and offering registrations for the car show, the 5K, anybody wants to volunteer and get involved. The Little
she
Mr.
gonna-
and Miss Contest,
She's traveling
and
nurse.
then
ain't she?
try to get the word out that we're
Going up
here,
there
what
with
we're
friends.
doing. Try to get fire and EMS out there that day too, kind of have a mini showcase of what we're doing it for.
Date again?
August 6th.
August 6th is when we're gonna be there, but it's September 9th and 10th at Twitch. Here's our time.
Ernie Trinkle's sponsoring,
Oh,
the 3rd of September, which is Labor Day weekend. It's gonna be 5 to 10. He's sponsoring Rock Posse and Willie Nelson Imitator, which is Marcus Chinwer.
Gracious.
All right, fire up the doobies.
Yeah. Got one food trailer for it, and then Ernie's gonna serve out the beer, and then he's also gonna serve pulled pork.
Oh,
Labor Day, the 3rd of September. He's gonna do it from 5 to 10 because he kind of figured he was gonna do it 6 to 11 really, but then he said, talked to Brian Cooper, and Brian said, let's do it 5 to 10, and then if everybody's there, we play an hour over, we're good. So,
Thomas Park.
yes, at Thomas Park. Yep.
only thing is, they're in competition with St. Mary's.
Yeah.
That draws a lot of people.
There's no competition there.
That-
I mean, I'm not trying to be mean.
Margaritaville. a lot of
Yeah, I know. Like, but that's
But it
Westwood.
doesn't draw as many people now as what it used to.
Yeah.
It don't draw as many people now as it used to.
people Like it used to.
And we've got our own crowd here too.
Yep.
Just Tilton though.
So we need a motion to go into executive sessions.
We love you, John.
So moved.
Talk personnel.
Second.
Trustee Finley,
Yes.
trustee Mitchell, trustee Sheets,
Yes.
trustee Kubiak,
Yes.
trustee Weir.
Yep.
Mm.
yet.
I dare you to say it when it comes.
Back on
Hey,
the
it's all good.
agenda.
Everybody stand up.
I was like, are you almost done?
Everybody waited on it, didn't they?
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, let's know what's
I
going
don't
on.
think we were discussing this all before.
Ain't no shit.
I didn't think they-
All rise.
Thank you.
All right.
You guys, you didn't take time to plan that, did
He's supposed to say it.
you? I make,
We need a motion to go
I
back
make the
in.
motion where we resume.
Second.
Trustee Finley. Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Mitchell.
Yes.
Trustee Sheets.
Yes.
Trustee Westcoviac.
Yes.
Trustee Weir.
We just need the motion.
Need a
Yeah.
motion
I
to,
make the motion that we increase Brandy Hendricks'
Hours.
hours per week to 40.
There you go.
Second.
Per week, for the hour.
who? Who second? Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Mitchell.
Yes.
Trustee Sheets.
Yeah.
Trustee Westcoviac.
Yes.
Trustee Weir.
Yes.
I got this one. You gave me one.
Are we done, Mayor?
Huh?
That's it.
We're done?
No,
Motion
I'm
to-
gonna argue with Butch.
Oh, shit.
Okay,
So can you do this drawing again
yes.
and make it this way? Because then you have plenty of parking in front instead of this way.
So make it, instead of an end elevation, make it the side.
Yeah, I think that'd be the way to go because then you have plenty of parking. There's no reason not to park in front of the building.
Okay,
So,
right, absolutely.
yeah,
Right.
I'm just trying to change the rooms around more or less.
Gene,
Mayor, I make the motion, we adjourn.
there's been a lot of drawings made between us.
Trustee Finley.
Us.
Trustee Mitchell. Adjourned.
Yes.
Trustee Sheets.
Yes.
Trustee Westcoviac.
Yes.
Trustee Weir.
All right,
Where?
we stand adjourned till